Hello there, everyone. So, I've watched the Wandavision season finale, and I have to say, overall, I do like the series. Like, I appreciate what the series tried to do. Like, although I wish it committed to one thing rather than trying to balance it all out. Like, when I was first watching it, we all knew something was off, but it just felt like Marvel was trying to ride this fine line of sitcom, but also there's something off. If, like, it's like they were just waiting to just reveal it all, and on a weekly basis, that's what it felt like. That was frustrating at first. Like, I remember when the first two episodes were released, the third episode, and it just felt like they want to just reveal it all, and that kind of frustrated me because I'm like, why not just do that within the first two episodes? Why are you wasting another episode doing that? It wasn't until the fourth episode that I really loved the series. They showed the aftermath of the snap, so that was quite interesting. But upon a second viewing, I have to say they do flow better now that you're just sort of watching them all together. Like, everyone kept saying the series is slow, it's a slow burn, but it's like when you're watching it all, it's like it doesn't feel like a slow burn, it just feels like a natural pace. I guess it was just a week to week. That's why a lot of people kept saying it's a slow burn. Like, I do love the fact that they took time and showed us Wanda's grief, like what she's going through, like her trying to move on. It's like it was a character study of sorts, so that was well done. I just wish they would have delved more into it. Yes, some parts did annoy me. Like, I remember when Evans Peters came on, I was like, oh crap, are they replacing Quicksilver? Because I was hoping Aaron Taylor Johnson would be brought back. But it's like at the end we knew what happened. He was just some random guy. That was kind of annoying. Like, I would have been okay with if he was just a random guy, but then they said that Ralph Boner. They had to squeeze in that joke. Like, why? You didn't have to, because the overall series, I think, managed comedy much better than much of the movies do. Like, it balanced it all out. Nothing felt forced in a way. It just happened, or it was due to certain errors of the sitcom that they tributing. Plus, I do like the fact that they tributed each episode was sort of based on a decade. Like, that was quite nice. Wanda is going through the history of sitcoms while she's trying to live out an entire life that she missed out on, in a way. I just wish they, did something more, but I do appreciate what they were trying to do. Plus, it's like, I don't think they should have set up the fans by teasing them. It's like they shouldn't have teased us with Evan Peters, like, if you're not gonna commit to a multiverse. For all we know, it just felt like the Mandarin from Iron Man 3. Why are you repeating a joke that you've already done? I don't think, Paul Bettany should have said, like, the big cameo for this show. He sort of set everyone up for disappointment by saying that. Even though I did like seeing Vision, like, Paul Bettany played both Visions. That was fairly well done. So I did like his sort of upgrade and how they incorporated the underwear line. Even though I'm against the underwear on the outside, it just feels weird. Catherine Hahn as Agatha, she was okay. She was pretty good. I forgot the Haywood guy. He was like generic as hell. So I don't know. It just felt like they were sort of building him up to be something. And then it just fell flat. And recently I found out everyone thought he was Ultron in disguise. I'm like, where did that theory come from? It's a fun theory, but I just felt like when you think about it, you're like, I don't think they were actually hinting towards that. Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda, she did quite good. She did really good. I just wish they pushed that more. I feel like they could have done more. Especially, when you call this series Wandavision and then it's about the two of them and then you're trying to do these sitcom episodes. They could have just went all out and trying to just show. And the first few episodes could have been where everything's perfectly normal. It's not something they draw attention to. I think that was the biggest fault for me, where they tried bringing attention to the fact that something is clearly wrong. Hence, they gave me the impression that they can't wait to do the big reveal. Whereas if the first two episodes just straight up sitcom, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, everything's perfectly fine. I think that might have played out better. But like I said, like, when you watch the series again and you're not having to wait per week, I think the series flows much better. But like I said, I enjoyed the overall show. I just wish there was more. Like, they could have done more and been more unique. Like, that's why it felt like the series was set up to be this unique product, and it just fairly touched the line and backed off into the normal territory. Like, I don't know. It wasn't a slow burn. I just wish they made it more weird. Like, when you're watching Legion or Doom Patrol, those are like weird shows. Like, sometimes when I remember when I was watching Legion, sometimes it felt like I was dumb. Like, I'm like, this series is doing stuff that's going way over my head. It worked for what the show was and what it's going for, and I guess that's what WandaVision is as well. It's not completely weird. It's still trying to be familiar. You know, hence the sitcoms and each era. So it achieved what it was trying to do. And honestly, I didn't really give into much of the theories until because I just wanted to find out how is Wanda doing this. And as each episode kept going and more theories started coming out, I was like, okay, I'm sort of drifting more towards Mephisto or other characters. And then by the end, they didn't do it, so I wasn't really disappointed because I was like, yeah, in my mind, from the start, I was already Wanda's the one who's doing this, and then yeah, she's the one who's doing it. But anyways, like we got the suit reveal, and I do love the fact that when you're looking at Wanda's suit, it does look like Vision. Like, there's a lot of elements from Vision's outfit. Well, that's what it looks like to me. And, like, they're basically married. So I'm like, why not do that, right? And the setup was quite, they're setting up her appearance for Doctor Strange. So that's quite cool. I can't wait to see what they'll do there with Sam Raimi directing. I'm hoping they do actually push the boundary because I think because I'm sure the series are more supplementary, right? It's like a tie-in comic book. Like, if you want to read it, you can. But in the main event book, we'll just have one panel that explains everything. But anyway, so I just wanted to quickly draw something, and as you saw the process, I went through a few stages of trying to figure out what the format will be, what the layout would be. Yeah, sorry. Like, I wanted to do something that sort of encompasses the whole show, but then I thought, okay, no, maybe I'll focus on one character, like Monica, because I did like her trajectory, how the story treated her, because I felt like she did more than the major of other characters, so that was quite nice. She was pretty good and I can't wait to see more of her. But yeah, so it's like, try to do something that encompasses the entire show, and then I felt like, no, let's just keep it very simple. Just keep the focus on Wanda rather than overblow the drawing, like, might be too much right now. But yes, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. If you've liked what you've seen, comment, like, subscribe, and I don't know, yeah. Thank you guys.